Hi, it's Tracy from Two Rocks Tarot with this week's Learn Lenormand with me, and today we're going to be looking at the snake. So the snake, this is a card of deceit and betrayal. It can also point to wisdom and transformation. It is a card that takes its meaning from other cards near it. So if it came near the man and heart, that will indicate that this man is being deceitful. It is also a warning to not tell other people any plans of yours, as they could betray you in some way. If it came next to the tree, you could be tempted to do something you normally would not consider, much like Eve with the apple. This card can also be one that indicates danger, jealousy, manipulation. Always be wary when the snake turns up in your readings and look carefully to where it actually is. Appearance-wise, if this was to describe a woman, it usually represents a woman. Of course, the snake can represent as a man as well, but it usually represents a woman who is seductive with a curvy, lithe body, but it can also represent an old biddy who wears glasses and is the other female in a same-sex relationship. Snake people may walk in a strange way and suffer from scoliosis, that's the curvature of the spine. They could also have a lisp and are intelligent with a sharp tongue and don't suffer fools gladly. So if you're looking towards like a health reading and there's health problems with this card, it would indicate stomach problems such as the intestines or the colon. It can be back problems, speech impairments. Timing with this particular card is from 7 days to weeks, and in Australia, summertime is when the snakes come out. So my particular card, well, if we're going through the cards, is Ciro Macchetti's card, snake, which I really, really like. And that really sort of highlights the swiftness as well of the snake, because that's actually striking out at people. We've got Titania's fortune cards. We've also got the snake from my card, which is a tiger snake. Where I used to live in South Australia, these were notorious. You'd open your front door and there'd be one sunbaking on your doorstep. You had to be very, very careful when you collected firewood, putting your hands in the firewood, because they often used to sleep in there as well. So, they can be quite dangerous. You have to be very careful with tiger snakes. You have to get medical attention straight away if you've been bitten by one. And the other snake is Alexander Musruk's, which I kind of like because here we've got like a snake charmer. So we've got a woman who's got snakes around her. She looks very approachable, very nice, but that's exactly the two-sidedness of the snake this card depicts rather well, I think, because it looks like someone you could trust, you could tell things to, but really, they speak with a forked tongue. They tell you one thing, but they're saying another thing. They're real backstabbers. So you have to be very, very careful with the snake. It can really indicate deceit. It can, of course, like I said, indicate transformation. For me, myself, in personal readings, it's I haven't had it. When I was with my ex-husband, yes, a lot. The deceit side would come up. But when it comes up for me now, it usually means that I'm wisdom and transforming in some way. So for me, the snake is not such a bad card when it does come up in my own personal readings. But again, when it does turn up, it's something I'm always wary of. It's not something that I could, giving you personal sort of meanings, it's not a card that I can really do that with. If it used to come up next to a child, it could often mean that your children are hiding something from you. They're being deceitful in some way. So, yeah, you have to really think very, very carefully and take the meanings from what cards are surrounding it, but also your personal interpretation. Do you feel like that someone is being sneaky, or do you feel like, if it comes up next to the woman, that they might be highly intelligent and be able to help you transform in some way? So it's a very, very personal interpretation. It's something that you'll have to figure out for yourself. So today I'll use my own cards. I've already given it a shuffle, so let's see what the energy of the snake is going to tell us about today. So I'll just do the card before it and then the card after it. So I've already shuffled it, okay. All right, so, and I just was talking about children, wasn't I? So the first card that came up before the snake was the fox. And then the other card after it come up the children. So there you go. Now, because this is a group of children here, so we've got 4 here. So that could indicate that a group of people are being deceitful in some way. So this, I mean, you know, if you've got 4 kids, maybe one of your 4 children is. But if you are, say, because a fox it also can be a card about work. So it could be a group of 4 people at work that are literally being snarky and going behind your back and about something. So that was quite interesting that I was talking about children and then we actually got that card. So the energy that's affecting you today, us today of the snake, is it could be a group of people at work or at school if you're younger, university, whatever, that are not, you know, that are being very shifty, because this particular fox, if you look at it, is sneaking up on the deck, you know, ready to steal your chicken or your pie off your shelf that you're cooling off. I mean, does anyone ever actually do that? Put a pie on a windowsill to cool down? I don't know. I never have. So, you know, that's kind of the energy. All right, so now I'm going to take this snake card and I'm actually going to use the Housewives Tarot with this one, because the Housewives Tarot is really is a snarky little deck in itself. So I'm going to shuffle that in there, and I just want to see what this particular deck is going to have to say about the snake. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually just take the card before and after it. So this might take a while because this is it's a tiny little card. So make sure I don't shuffle it, go past it. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's have a look what this is, which is going to say. And yeah, that could even, I was just thinking with the 4 people, that could even be if you are in a shared house situation as well. There could be someone in there who's not pulling their weight, you know, that's not doing, helping out with the housework, it's not pulling, here we go. So the card before it, so the card before the snake, I got the 6 of Pentacles, look at that one with the little devil there, and then the 8 of Cups as well. So that's kind of interesting to get the 6 of Pentacles. This is about give and take, isn't it? It's about sharing. So there could be someone who is actually oversharing something about you that makes you actually walk away. The 8 of Cups, it's something emotional, so makes you decide that you're going to walk away from this person. You've had enough of their bullshit. It could be that you constantly giving and giving and giving, and they're taking and taking and not giving back. So yeah, I really like doing that. I really like actually taking a tarot deck and seeing what it's saying about the Lenormand. And I really encourage you, if you're learning this system, is to do that, because it really sort of opens your eyes and makes you look at the cards in a different way. But I think it's quite appropriate that it's actually got the little devil there. And, you know, it looks like a Halloween situation. We're coming up to Halloween as well. So, you know, maybe someone, this is the warning that some child's going to take all the candy or something like that from you. So there you go. That's the snake. A card of deceit can be a card of wisdom and transformation. It really is entirely up to you on how you're going to interpret that card when it comes up in your readings. So until next time, this is Tracy.